It's November 27th, 2023, and it's McRib season. So I'm here today at McDonald's in Eldorado, Illinois, where I'm going to get 2 McRibs, and I'm going to get them like my singer in Ave Galay gets them. Well, I'm pretty sure he said he gets them this way with extra pickles and extra onions. I've never had it this way before, and I'm going to see how it is. I know how the McRibs usually are. The past few years, it seems like they've cut down on the sauce they put on them. Used to, they were just a complete mess to eat. And here, in recent times, anytime I've got a couple of them, and I usually only get them the one time, but they usually have either like what I would consider the correct amount of sauce or not very much. And with that said, let's see how it turns out this year. As usual, the restroom part of the review. Looks like this mirror hasn't been cleaned in about a week. I decided to put some toilet paper in there. And then back here, this is a really nice area. I really like it. But this is not a very safe door. Like, people can watch you from up here or attack from below. Right here, we got a baby station or a desk if you wanted. I mean, you could sit there and possibly do work. All right. Very nice texture to that bun. Looks like it's a bit saucy this year. This second one seems to be a bit less messy. This looks to me about like the right amount of barbecue sauce. I know I'm holding it upside down, but I got my hands full and everything's extremely messy right now. This second one is much neater to eat. It's really surprising how inconsistent the making of these two sandwiches were. You think it'd be very uniform, but it's not. So I'm going to answer the big question that's on your mind right now. How was it? That first one was a sloppy wreck. There was onions all over the bottom of the box, and I couldn't hardly keep it together. But I go into getting a McRib expecting this. And this is my first time with extra pickles and onions, and I got to say, I'm going to get it like that from now on. The second one, however, was probably the best McRib I've ever had. It was perfect. The perfect amount of sauce, very neatly put together. If the same person made both of them, that's pretty wild because they were completely inconsistent with how they were made. It seemed to me like the sauce was tangier this time around than usual. That could just be me. I could not be remembering correctly. Take that with a grain of salt. Overall, it was a very pleasurable McRib experience. Probably the best one I've had the past few years. That second sandwich, I mean, they completely knocked it out of the park. I know I need to shut up about it, but it really was good. They did a fantastic job on that second one. And as I said before, I go into buying these expecting them to be just a total, chaotic wreck of barbecue and pork patty and pickles and onions. So when I get a McRib and it's just sloppy and falling apart, I don't really think nothing of it. So no, I wasn't saying anything bad before whenever I was talking about it being a wreck, because that's how they usually are. And with that said, that concludes my once a year buying of the McRib. If you've never had a McRib and you like barbecue and pork, I'd suggest giving it a try. It's hard for me to imagine that there's people out there who's never had one, but I know these people do exist. And I got to thinking earlier, and I'm pretty sure I've thought this before, the marketing on these things is genius because they're good and they only come out once a year and people look forward to it, and of course they're going to sell a ton of them. I also realized if they were on the menu regularly, I don't know if I would get those normally. McDonald's is the kind of place I go whenever I'm broke or in a hurry. I think when I was a kid they were on the menu regularly, and I used to get them. I think I used to get them fairly often as a kid. But as far as, that would have been back in the 80s. I suggest go and enjoy yourself, McRib, and have a good day.
I don't know. Okay. I don't think I got all of this. I don't know. How am I supposed to find out?